Hi, welcome back to Flex Yoga. My name is Daphna. Today we are getting into a really nice and quick morning yoga flow. So this is kind of a very simple routine that I find myself coming back to anytime that I wake up and I just need a quick stretch. It doesn't involve much, and it's the perfect thing to do when you're short on time and you really want to move your body before getting your day started. So we will go ahead and get started in just a comfortable seat. Bring your right ankle in front of your left ankle in Sukhasana or an easy seat. As always, we're taking a moment to settle in and to ground in. So allow the palms of the hands to rest firmly over the knees and give yourself a moment to close down the eyes. We'll start with a big breath in from the nose. Big sigh out through the mouth. Deep breath in from the nose. Big exhale, sigh it out. And again, let's inhale fully and exhale fully. Seal off the lips and breathe in and out through the nose. And with your next inhale, let's sweep both arms all the way up overhead. Maybe blink your eyes open here. And as you exhale, cactus into the arms, bend until the elbows, and create goalpost arms. We'll take an inhale, tilt the fingertips a little bit further back as you puff your chest up. And exhale, sweep your hands behind you and interlace the fingers. Let's inhale to really press those fists down into the ground. You have the option of staying here if this feels good for you. Otherwise, you have the option of folding forward and over your legs as far as is available to you, possibly resting the forehead onto the ground. If the forehead does rest on the ground, work on pulling your arms further away from the lower back. And we'll breathe here for just another 2. Let's take a big breath in. And slowly with your next inhale, the fists will kind of punch themselves back and will come all the way back up into a seat. Now just switch the crossing of your legs. So the left will come in front of the right in that same Sukhasana easy seat. Inhale, sweep both arms all the way up. Exhale, cactus into the arms again. Inhale to slightly tilt the fingers back as you lift your chest. Exhale, once again, sweep the hands behind you to interlace the fingers. Option to stay here as you kind of press the fists down into the ground. Option to fold forward if that's what you did on the first side. And breathe here for 3. It's possible that on the first side or even on this side, the forehead comes down, but it didn't on the other. So just meet yourself where you're at. Notice where it is in your body that you're feeling a little bit more tightness. And allow yourself to take a step back if you're feeling like you're pushing yourself. This is just kind of the first stretches we're taking in the morning. So allow yourself the permission to take your time, to take it easy. There's no competition here. We'll take another big breath in. And we'll stay for the exhale. Inhale, punch the fists back and lift yourself back up into a seat. Release the hands. Keep the right hand behind you. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And exhale, twist to the right. The left hand will come over the right knee and look over the right shoulder. We'll take a big breath in. And an exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Another big breath in. And another big breath out. Inhale, both arms will sweep up through center. Exhale, reach the left hand behind you and the right hand to the left knee. Look over the left shoulder and breathe. Try not to lean into that left hand. Try to stay really grounded and rooted with the left fingertips just to help you kind of elevate through the crown of the head a little bit higher. And we'll take another big breath in and a breath out. Inhale, both arms reach both overhead. And as we exhale, let's roll over the knees, come into tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips here. And starting with very, very simple cat-cow. So with your inhale, belly drops, the tail lifts, gaze lifts, cow pose. Exhale, spine rounds, push the ground away, pull the chin into the chest and your tailbone under. Good. Inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, round the spine, push the ground away. And inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, round your spine and push the ground away. Good. Come into a neutral spine and we'll start to take some figure eights. So the shoulders are spinning over to one side and then it's like you're creating an infinity symbol. The hips will kind of spin into that same direction and then the hips pull forward and the shoulders over to one side. The hips kind of creating that infinity symbol with the body. This is just getting us into both the shoulders and the wrists, as well as the knees and the hips. Good. And now switch directions. Start to feel the whole body just kind of opening up. I personally, whenever I do figure eights, I really feel it in my hips. I always feel like it is a really, really nice opening for the hips. So just check in where you feel it most. Okay, then we'll come back through center, thread the needle, palm of the left hand underneath the face. Inhale, reach your right arm all the way up. Exhale, thread right arm underneath the left. Really good. Now start to tuck the left toes under and lift the left knee as you extend the left leg behind you. You have the option of staying right here and maybe reaching the left hand forward and just pressing the palm of the left hand to the ground. Otherwise, you can wrap the left hand around the lower back and you can stay right here as you breathe. Good. Now, if you want one more kind of advancement or one more little bit of depth to stretch the left quad or the left thigh, then you lift the left leg, bend the left knee, and then grab for the left foot with the left hand and pull that heel in towards the glute. You'll breathe here for another 2. Really nice. Let's take one more big breath in and another breath out. And with your next inhale, release left hand from left foot. The left knee will ground down to the mat again. Left palm to the mat. Inhale, unravel the right arm all the way back up. Exhale, lower that right hand down to the ground. Palm of the right hand underneath the nose. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, thread it underneath that right arm. Start to tuck the right toes under as you extend the right leg back behind you. You can stay right here or reach the right hand forward, extending through the right arm and the right leg, and option to wrap the right arm around the lower back. If you took that other little bit of depth, then you can start to float the right foot off of the ground here, bend into the right knee, and grab the foot, and breathe. Good, we'll take another 2. Again, a nice little reminder here is that this is just your morning. So any advancement that I offer here is only a suggestion. You don't have to go that deep. You don't have to go anywhere besides what feels best for you. So let's take one more big breath in right here. And as you exhale, if you grabbed a hold of that top leg, release it. The right knee will come down, the right hand will come down, and then unravel the left arm as it reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, lower the palm of the left hand down. Tuck all 10 toes under behind you. Sit your hips back onto your heels. Make sure that your pinky toes are also tucked under here. And we'll take a big breath in. Start to roll your head around in one direction at first. Just getting into the different spaces in your neck. And then roll your head around in the opposite direction. Really good. bring your head back through center, blink the eyes open if they closed, and then palms of the hands will meet to the ground again. Untuck the toes, tap the backs of the feet here for a moment, and we're coming into downward dog. So tuck all 10 toes again, and then send your hips up towards the ceiling. And we'll just take a moment here, start to pedal out through the legs. One knee bends as the other extends. Really allow the nose to take the kind of priority in your breathing. So in and out through the nostrils. Really allow your hips to maybe participate in the pedaling of the legs. And then slowly come to stillness. With your inhale, reach your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hip. Let's take an inhale here. And exhale, step the right foot between your hands, lower the left knee for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. We'll interlace the fingers above the right thigh, start to hug the inner thighs together, like you want to pull the right foot back and the left knee forward. And then press your hips forward and lift your chest, and we'll take 2. And let's take another big breath in. And as you exhale, lower both hands down to frame the right foot and straighten into the right leg for half split. If you need to use a couple of blocks here underneath your hands, go for it. And we'll just hold this half split for another 3. See if you can flex into the foot, pull up on the kneecap a little bit, feel that extension in the hamstring. And let's take one more big breath in. And as you exhale, start to walk your hands outside of the right foot and the outside of the right leg. And then the left foot will kind of kickstand behind you towards the long edge of the mat. Right toes will drop towards the right in the same direction as your hands. And we'll breathe here for another 3. Really find the flex in the right foot, like you want to push the big toe mound towards the ground, but it won't touch the ground because you're on the knife edge of that right foot. And see if you can activate into the right thigh. So pull up on the kneecap and feel that, that stretch on the outside of the right thigh kind of turn on really. And then slowly with your next inhale, you'll walk yourself, your whole body back to center, back to neutral. And then you'll walk your whole body to face the left side. So then the left foot will kickstand behind you where your hands were before. And the right toes will spin towards the long edge of the mat in the same direction that your hands are facing. Walk your hands towards your body. And then we'll bring the hands onto the hips. Right hand down to the right thigh. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, reach it overhead. And let's take another 2. Just try to press both of your hip bones forward. Really reach with the left fingers. Let's take one more big breath in. Inhale, sweep that left hand all the way around to the lower back. And then reach the right arm up, inhale. Exhale, wrap the right hand around the head, gently rest the right hand on the left ear as the right ear falls towards the right shoulder. And we'll just take 2. One more big breath in. Good. Gently unravel. The chin will roll to your chest first, and then the left hand will meet the ground. Scoot the left knee a little bit inward so that it's underneath the hip bone, and then reach the right arm overhead for a really nice side stretch in the right side body. Let's take a big breath in right here, and a big exhale out, and an inhale. Exhale, the right hand will come down alongside the left, and we'll spin the whole body to face the back of the mat. Good. Now, right foot, right toes are tucked under, left foot will meet the right in a high plank as we take a big breath. Exhale, chaturanga. You can come down to the belly if you prefer, and then either cobra or upward facing as you inhale to lift your chest. Let's all meet in downward facing dog again as we take a big breath in here and a big breath out. And straight into the left side. So inhale the left leg up for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend into the knee and open the hip. And let's take a big breath in here. As you exhale, step that left foot between your hands, lower the right knee, and untuck those right toes. Anjaneyasana or low lunge. Interlace your fingers above the left thigh. Hug the inner thighs together. That left foot will drag back and the right knee will drag forward. And then the hips press forward, the heart lifts, and breathe here. Beautiful, nice big breath in. And another inhale. Exhale, lower the hands to frame the left foot and extend into that left leg. And we'll just breathe here. Keep that left foot flexed, activate through the left thigh, and feel the opening in the hamstring. And we'll take one more big breath in. And as you exhale, start to walk your hands over to the left, so outside of the left leg, and the right foot will kickstand behind you towards the long edge of the mat as those left toes kind of topple over towards the left. And really press into the outer edge of that left foot, and then press with the left big toe mound as if it were looking for the ground. And feel that left thigh activate to really turn up the sensation in the outside of the left thigh. We'll just take another 2. And another big breath in. And with your next inhale, walk your hands through center. Your whole body will neutralize towards the back of the mat and towards that left foot. And then we'll all spin towards the right side, and that right foot will move with you. So the right foot is to the long edge of the mat, the opposite long edge of the mat to where your hands are, and then the left toes are facing the same direction as your fingertips. Walk your hands towards your body and then up into your waist. Left hand to the left thigh. Inhale, reach your right arm up and over, and breathe here for just another 2. Press the hip bones forward. Really, really nice. Let's take another deep breath in. As you exhale, that right arm will sweep around, wrap it around the lower back. Left arm wraps over the head. Slowly lower the left ear to the left shoulder as you apply a little bit of pressure with the left hand on the right ear, and just breathe into the right side of your neck here for just another 2. And let's take another big breath in. And with your next inhale, release the head, pull the chin to the chest, and then the right hand down to the ground. Kind of scoot the right knee in a little bit so that it's underneath the right hip, and then reach the left arm overhead. And we'll take a big breath in here. And then a big breath out. As you push down with the right hand, try to reach a little further overhead with the left hand. Another big breath in. And as you exhale, the left hand will come down alongside the right, and the whole body will spin to neutral facing the front of the mat now. Right foot meets the left in a high plank. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, one more chaturanga. You can lower to the belly to come up into cobra or into upward facing as you inhale. And exhale, come into a child's pose. The knees are as wide as you like. Bring your feet together and allow your hips to soften to the heels as the forehead melts to the mat. Let's all take a big breath in through the nose. Big sigh out through the mouth. Another big breath in. And a big breath out. Slowly with your next inhale, come back up into a seat, and we'll collect the palms of our hands together at our heart. Close down the eyes for just a moment as you inhale. Draw the thumbs to the third eye, serving as a reminder and recognition of the mind, the intellect, and the intuition. And as you exhale, bow the chin to the chest as a reminder and acknowledging the light, the life, and the love within. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that you enjoyed this quick morning practice, and I hope that it was able to help you kind of get your day started in the best way possible. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe for more videos, and share with whoever you think it might help. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.